southern Cuba. Tiny deserted islands in the middle of nowhere, strung together with beautiful reefs in crystal clear waters, like a necklace for the gods. That's right, a necklace for the gods, people. And check out the sunsets. Now that is nothing but quality. More of sailing in southern Cuba coming up in Sailing into Freedom. We are in remote southern Cuba, right about here, and we're exploring this bunch of islands here. Today we are going to Cayo Algodon Grande, my second favourite place in all of southern Cuba. We got prawns and crayfish. We didn't ask for the crayfish, we're not big fans of crayfish, but Margarita can do barbecued, so it should be good. So, because there's not much of a beach here, and we need sort of a beach that sort of faces into wind and the wind's dropped, we're going to have sandflies. So we're off to find another beach that's more in the wind. So we're going to another Cayo. I can't recall what its name is. What is it? Cayo Algodon Grande. Apparently there's a really nice beach there. We might be able to do barbecue. So I really want to do barbecue prawns for Margarita. So goodbye fishing fleet. We gave them lots of presents. Well, Margarita gave them lots of presents. So hopefully the wives, their spouses will be quite happy. I can see some white beaches. Margarita was laughing at me before because she says I imagine the white beaches, but I definitely can see them because she likes white beaches. So, well, I can see 1, 2, 3, but I must admit when we get close to them they turn out to be like swamp and mangrove, with a tiny bit of white sand sprinkled about 1 millimeter thick on the top. But we've been assured by the cruising guide, oh, by the way, this is the cruising guide you need for Cuba. If you don't know anything about Nigel Calder, he is, I don't know how he puts so much information in his head. He's written numerous books. There's a few essential books that have to be on the boat that's been written by Nigel Calder. He is absolutely an amazing person. I've never met him. I'm not getting any royalties or anything or any kickbacks. He's just an amazing person. I mean, I don't know how he can fit so much information in his head. For example, if I try to remember something, I have to pop some piece of information out of my head, which is usually my name. So if I remember something, I forget who I am. We're going to anchor right here. The beautiful part of this island is that almost the entire northeast facing edge of the island is white sand with crystal clear water, each with its own fringing reefs. But there are many access points to get to the beach, so it's all good. If you remember from previous episodes, the trade winds blow strongest from the northeast, evening till mid-morning, but the afternoons are light winds and sometimes glassy conditions, so anchoring overnight along these beaches would not be the right thing to do. But we have a solution, in that there is a bay with complete protection on the other side where you can lay up for the night. This is bloody awesome. Looks better through the Polaroid. Oh, I gotta get it front. Beautiful, clear, aqua, beautiful water. Can't wait. This is such a surprise because normally in this big bay the water's quite milky because of the trawlermen. They're stirring up the prawn fishermen. They're stirring up the bottoms, but here this is beautiful and crystal clear. It's absolutely awesome. Here, let me put the sunnies on. little princess doesn't want to get her shorts wet. Oh, shit, I gotta carry everything. Ooh. There you go, little princess. This is the most magnificent place in all of Cuba. We got prawns 5 miles that way. We've got a reef just behind us which is packed full of crays. We've got the Great Barrier Reef which is about 15-20 miles that way. And we got glorious white beach with beautiful clear water. Oh, this is magical, absolute magical. And we've got a wreck. I mean, we've got a ruined, I think this was an old resort a long time ago. The technical term for that building is the shitter. What is it? Oh, it's a tortilla. There's a well. There might be water. It needs to be dug out. Said we'd have water here.
I know.
Do you hear that?
Yes, I can hear that.
Oh, except for that fly. That's annoying. I love that sound. Well, maybe not the sound that I'm making there, but the wind blowing through the she oaks behind me produce a very relaxing whooshing sound in very little breeze. That's awesome. This is the best place in Cuba, isn't it? Fuck, I love this place. I mean, sorry, shouldn't swear, but I'm just so enthralled. Oh, okay. This looks like maybe this is the shitter. So in Cuba, they don't have those urinals. You know, when they're up on the wall, they got the little porcelain bowls where you just urinate in it. What they do is they plant a tree and you just wee on the tree. That's how they do these things in communist Cuba. It's very efficient. Okay, we've got another well. Yep. I think it needs to be cleaned out of all the leaf matter and redug. Maybe lined with something. But I reckon we've got fresh water here. Oh, look, this is coming out to, looks like a mangrove. Let's have a look. These little things makes it a bit difficult to walk. Well, only if you're a pussy. Oh well, can't win them all. It looks like we can come in the back way, so later on I put up the drone to check it out. Yep, looks like a clear definable path. We'll have to check that out another day. Now back to the present. because our fridge is really not great at all and the shrimp are a day old, it's probably not a good idea to eat the heads. I'm still going to leave the shells on, make them crunchy. A bit like batter, except not so much. But Margarita wants them naked, so I make up a bunch for her. And like I've said before in previous episodes, it is best to not boil the crayfish first, since you boil all the flavours out of it. Just split it into two while raw and then cook it in its own juices on the fire. And you can use the guts for sauce. Cleanliness is next to godliness, people, but only in a very cheap dictionary. I know, all the people that like the guts for sauce will be horrified, but Margarita is not a great fan. Now we're going to go get Margarita, and then I'll put them on. Beautiful day, just awesome. Margarita was back on the boat preparing the salad and other picnic stuff. What do we got now? Beautiful. Woo. Oh shit, too bad. Towards late afternoon, we have moved the boat around to the west side to be protected from the northeast winds that are soon to come through. And just check out the sunset, people. Simply magic.